A college football season really can feel like a marathon and a sprint. The Ohio Bobcats will play 12 regular season games, and we'll talk about it from now until the day after Thanksgiving. The hope is that the work done in those 12 weeks will bring about a 13th week, the Mid-American Conference Championship game, and then the 14th week, a bowl game. So there's a lot of stuff there that will sprint on by, combination of a marathon and a sprint. And it all starts off on Saturday night as Ohio hosts the Hampton Pirates at Hampton Stadium. I'm Russ Eisenstein, the voice of the Ohio Bobcats, back for my 10th season in Athens, and this game week preview is presented by the Athens County Convention and Visitors Bureau. Expectations are high inside and outside this program. Inside, these guys feel that they've got the stuff to capture the first MAC title for this school since 1968. And the coaches and media have picked Ohio atop the MAC East in both of the polls. Toledo is picked to win the MAC West and the whole thing. You have opportunities in non-conference play with the Big Ten and Big 12 school on the schedule in the same year. Winnable games too. At Purdue next week and with Kansas at home the week following. You have marquee MAC games at home against Miami and Toledo. Of course there are proven parts, but there are question marks too. And that's consistent with any sprint marathon combination. And the Cats have been consistent too.
Ohio's won 8 or more games in 6 of the last 8 years and has gone to a bowl game in 7 of the last 8. The 8-6 and 6-2 East Division Championship and Bowl qualifying season of 2016 was made up by the offense scoring 26 points per game and gaining 392 yards on average, and the defense allowed 21 points and gave up 360 yards per contest. 13th-year head coach Frank Solich knows the offense needs to gain and score more. All of the losses last year were decided by single digits. The defense couldn't have done much more. They were so stingy against the run and attacked with 44 sacks. Quentin Maxwell takes the reins from the start at quarterback. And A.J. Oled is back at running back from injury with Dorian Brown. With Elijah Ball out for the year at wide receiver, perhaps the Cats can get it popping even more with Poppy White. Troy Mangin and Mason Morgan at tight end will be options. The offensive line is anchored by center Jake Freed. With Terrell Basham and Blair Brown gone to the NFL, the D-line is a hole to fill, perhaps with Cleon Alosi. The linebackers will be just fine with Quentin Poling, Chad Moore, and Evan Crouch, who combined for 239 stops. Javon Hagan is now a star-studded sophomore at safety. The freshman of the year in the MAC will try to help the unit climb from 107th in the country against the pass. Losing Maine Williams to injury at corner will hurt. Louis Zervis drilled an NCAA freshman record 29 field goals. Michael Farkas was solid punting, but the Cats hope they don't have to use them as much as they did. Ohio sees a team in FCS Hampton who was 5-6 last year. They're picked 5th in the MEAC. The last time they saw a MAC school was in 2010, losing at Central Michigan 33-0. Fourth-year head coach Cannell Maynor is a league first-teamer and running back Yaki Johnson, who had 763 yards and 4 touchdowns last year. And there are 2 MEAC preseason second-team defenders, lineman Stephen Smith and DB Brendan Cole, who combined for 115 tackles last year. The Pirates made the playoffs in 1AA back in 04, 05, and 06. But perhaps the school's top athletic moment was in basketball in the 2001 NCAA tournament. The 15-seeded Pirates blew past Iowa State, and Steve Murfeld kicked up his heels. A moment that is and will continue to be played every March.
Ohio is 7-5 under Frank Solich in season openers. They're 11-0 against FCS 1AA competition during his time in Athens. The Bobcats didn't play a 1AA team in his first year at Ohio. The game is on ESPN3, but of course you'll hear it on the Ohio IMG Sports Network too. Rob Cornelius is back with me. The R&R show with Bobcat football will start with the pregame show at 6 o'clock with the kickoff at 7. We're all excited about the fun and excitement of Bobcat football this year, but we're thinking about those that are suffering from Hurricane Harvey down in Texas and Louisiana. If you have the means, think about donating to the relief effort. Ohio men's basketball has teamed up with Kelvin Sampson, the head coach at the University of Houston, to send down T-shirts and shoes. The Red Cross has made it very simple. All you have to do is text Harvey to 90999, and $10 will be added to your upcoming phone bill. So we're thinking about those folks down in Texas and Louisiana. All right, we've got you set. Ohio and Hampton in the season opener for 2017 for Bobcat football. And that's our game week preview, presented by the Athens County Convention and Visitors Bureau on the web at AthensOhio.com. I'm Russ Eisenstein, and this is Bobcat TV.